Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Nick from Decryptocat, where we focus on DeFi and all other types of crypto passive income sources. Hope you all are having a great day, and I hope you have a good, fun weekend planned. I personally am very busy. I am packing my bags. I am going to Ireland for work for the next week or so. So don't expect too many videos out of my channel. Unfortunately, you have to put me on pause. Go visit Driptopian. Go visit LD Drip Talk. There's several channels out there. You'll have no problem finding content. I might do some shorts if I have time and if I have actually Wi-Fi access. But yeah, so I'm going to be busy for the next week or two, just to let you know. But anyways, for now, welcome back to the channel. Happy to have you here. Today we're going to talk about Piggy Plinko. It's been the topic of choice for Forex for the last little while. And it's come with some adversary. Some people are really wanting drip, drop, draw to drop to get onto the platform and get the new website up, understandably, because we have been waiting for quite some time. However, I don't think that Plinko is going to be delaying DDD too much. I think they're going to come out probably about the same time. DDD actually might come out first from the sounds of it, but we don't have any dates yet. Nothing is set in stone. He's just putting out a lot of news and information about Piggy Plinko, so everybody that's drip focused is kind of saying, hey, what about us? But from what he's saying, we should hear some news about the drip side of things very, very soon, within maybe the next week. So we'll see where that lands. Anyways, but today we're going to talk about Piggy Plinko. And before we get into it, let me remind you, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice, even though I'm not really going to be giving you financial advice. But please do your own research and always invest with risk capital. So today, before I get into it, I always like to do, when it's Animal Farm relevant, I like to show a snapshot of what our TVL is. We're at 70.4 million right now. Pigs is climbing up there. It's been climbing up there for the past week or so. We're at $62, and Dogs is trailing off a little bit at 13.09. So the Piggy Plinko white paper is up. It is not fully complete yet. There was some modifications. He had an AMA today. I'm going to share a couple minutes of the video for you to get some more information, but this has at least the basics in it, and it'll be updated shortly to contain all the new information. So this is a decentralized immutable on-chain crypto game where users drop pucks into the Animal Farm pig board. Of course, y'all know what Plinko is. If you don't, go back and watch Price is Right. Where nobody ever wins the max prize. So one nice thing about this is it's using Chainlink to be verifiably random. So that's interesting. He says that no other games out there have verifiable randomness, but I think that's not actually true, because they all have their own hash functions, and you can change the client seed and all that. So while it's a little bit different because this is actually on the blockchain, I don't know about if the full truth to his statement right there. But anyway, regardless, you'll be able to use AFP, AFD, BUSD, and BNB for now to play this game. And so he's going to have couple different things. So you might have played Plinko on a couple other sites, but this one is actually going to be a little bit different. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. I have played Plinko quite a bit on Betfury, and I was able to mine the house tokens with that game, because if you set your bet small enough, eventually you're going to hit the top prize. So I would use that sometimes and mine the tokens with. But he's going to have some different things in this, so it should be really interesting. And one thing is he's going to have pig mode and dog mode. Again, this white paper isn't fully updated yet, but he's going to have pig mode and dog mode. And if you play with if you pay with AFD or AFP, you'll get a benefit if you're in one of these modes. So for dog mode, it's going to be a 10% payout increase. So if your ball lands in the 10x slot, then you're going to get 11x. It's a 10% increase. So that's one thing, easy that you can do to increase your odds or increase your winnings right there. The bankroll, how this is going to work is because the house always wins. That money that the house wins back is actually going to be inserted right into the ecosystem. So the BUSD that's earned by the house is going to be pooled and directly utilized, as well as the BNB. And then the AFP that's earned by the house is going to be locked into the pig pen to earn the BUSD rewards, which will be put back into rewards. And then the AFD is going to be locked into the dog pound to earn BNB. So one of these pools is going to go to the pig pen owners, and one is going to go to the dog pound owners. So therefore, if you're staked into both of these, then you're going to reap the rewards of all these games that he's going to be adding. So the mechanics of it are fairly standard for Plinko. You're going to choose your risk factor, which determines how many levels, or rather the multipliers that are available on the board, and then you can choose how many rows are available for your balls to drop through. So then you choose your the token that you're going to play with and your bets, and you can set a number of bets, or you can set it to unlimited. You can set your stop gain, stop loss, all the usual kind of stuff. He does have a special criteria built into this that will make sure that the bankroll is always going to be available, right? So it's not going to let you bet something that the bankroll can't support. So that helps increase the sustainability of the whole platform. There's going to be a little bit of a tax thing going on here. So the house edge is 2%, which is pretty standard for most crypto gaming platforms on the internet right now. Some are in the neighborhood of 2 to 4%, depends on the game. But he's saying that this is the lowest on the net, and I kind of beg to differ again, because again, I've been around quite a few of them, and most of them are around 2 to 3%. So that's fairly standard. The benefits, the profits generated by the 2% house edge are collected by the pools, and then so the 40% will go to the pigpen injections. There's a 35% dev fee, which is fairly hefty, plus a 15% marketing fee, and then an Oracle fee to pay for the randomness functionality. So we're getting at least 40% of it, getting boosted back into the ecosystem, and then 15% of it is going towards getting more people into the ecosystem. So not all bad. I don't know about the dev fee. That's pretty high. But we'll see how it goes. The dev's got to get paid, and just recall that Forex doesn't take any dev fees for anything from drip either. So this is one way that he can get paid, and he can pay his developers, which he does have a growing team of developers. So it's definitely got to be some money involved in there to pay those guys. So that's pretty much the white paper glossed over really quick. Again, that's going to be changing with these updates that he just announced in the AMA today. This is a little demo video that he has released of the gameplay. You're going to see both dog mode and pig mode, so I'll go play that real quick. So here he's in pig mode, and you'll notice that the low value is 0.4x, the high value is 47x. I love the graphics, the sound is good, the theme is all great. Whoever did the graphic theme is good. Now he's switched to dog mode, and you'll see that everything's up 10%, so we're at 0.44x below and 51.7, so it's 10% across the board, just for playing in dog mode. All right, so that's the demo. Like I said, the theming and the graphics is all great. It goes really well with the website, and whoever is doing all these graphics is really on point. I really acknowledge him for that. It's really nicely done. So we're gonna delve into the AMA video just a little bit. I want to play about 4 minutes. I want to try to keep the video as short as possible, but I want to play this video because he explains about the changes that he's implementing that the white paper didn't have between the dog mode and the pig mode. So it gives you a little bit better explanation. And then all of these, this intro page is going to be released, I think, within the next couple days, or maybe within the next by next Wednesday or something. It was pretty soon. So that'll be available for you guys to look at also. But let me play this for you. I did increase the playback speed to get through it quicker. So just hang in with me and listen in.
And the difference between pig mode and dog mode that we have just put a bow on, but have not been able to capture it in video yet, is an improvement that we made to pig mode to also give a basically a major selling point for both modes. And what that is a bumper that will be placed in one of these rows. We're looking at most likely the fourth row down, but we have it's flexible on that, but most likely the fourth row down, where the fourth or fifth, where we'll be putting a angled bumper. So right now, when these dogs and pigs land on the pins, they have a essentially 50-50% shot of bouncing to the left or to the right. It's completely random. And what we are doing with pig mode is 2 of the pins, one on the left side and one on the right side, will be slightly angled. And what that means is when the puck hits that pin, it will have a greater chance of landing to the outside, which means it has a greater chance of landing on one of the higher prize tiers. So the difference between dog and pig mode are, in dog mode, you get a 10% bonus across all of the multipliers, which is a massive incentive to play on dog mode. But if you choose to play on pig mode, you have a greater chance of winning or a greater chance of landing on a higher prize side. So there's a major selling point to both modes. And the reason why we did this is because we want to have a very obvious selling point to dog mode and a very strong incentive. So people who are coming on that are not aware of our ecosystem, and people who are a part of our ecosystem and a part of our community, have an obvious incentive to play in dog mode, right? It's just very visible. 10% bonus across the board. And that's very attractive, and that makes a major impact in the long run.
So yeah, I mean, there's obvious differences there, but I think there's bonuses to having it each way. So definitely go back to the Animal Farm YouTube channel. He's doing all the voice chats and the AMAs on the Animal Farm YouTube channel now. So definitely go back and play through that. It was a good 47 minutes full of info that you may not know. So definitely go check that out. Now, as far as my own thoughts revolving around Piggy Plinko, I think it's definitely a good game to have. Games like this definitely attract a lot of degens that like to play these kind of games and risk their own money and that kind of thing, and that can bring in a lot of money into the whole ecosystem. He did mention that he's going to be at some point, once a couple of these, he's got like 6 games planned, and I think the only one that he mentioned so far was poker. But I'm guessing the other ones are probably going to be Dice and Keno and Limbo, the average, house games that you see out there. But he did mention that he is planning to have a separate domain for just the games that can attract more people that aren't interested in DeFi. So that, that's a good possibility. And those games will still benefit the ecosystem in the back end, but it just won't have the the farms and the pig pen and all that up in the navigation to confuse them and whatever. So I think overall it's going to be good. It's interesting. I was interested by his move to get away from the pig hacker game that he talked so much about, and I'm kind of concerned about the YouTube terms of service policies against certain types of wagering for games, which I'm not going to mention too much, but like StarBets and BetFree, what kind of sites those are. So I hope he doesn't get into the point where like they're adding slots, but on the other end, adding slots brings a lot of people and money in, so it can go both ways, right? But I'm kind of worried about our videos being restricted by YouTube because of the type of gaming this is. So it's very important that we refer to this as a crypto game and not the other kind of word that I don't want to mention, because I've already been restricted, gotten red flagged from YouTube for my other StarBets videos. But anyways, I think it's going to be good for the overall system. I'm just anxious to get stuff out there, as we all are. So we'll see where it goes. But I'm thinking Piggy Plinko is looking to be a good start. I really like the graphics and the sound. They put a lot of work into it. I also really like that he's thinking about how it works with the whole ecosystem and adding these like dog and pig modes that have their own benefits that other sites don't have. They just have plain Plinko. So adding these other things and having it, affect the gameplay, but still help the whole ecosystem is really a cool thing to see. So we'll see how it works out. But anyways, we haven't had any release dates or any of that news yet. Of course, I'll announce that when it comes out. But I just wanted to give you this information, some basics on Piggy Plinko. I know the video is a little long. I apologize. But anyways, like I said, I'll be out for the next week or two. I might have a video out Monday, so be sure to check that out because it might be some bullish news on brick by brick crypto. So be sure to check that out if I have time to create it before I leave on Saturday. Anyways, I hope this has been helpful for you. If it has been, don't forget to smash that like button, click subscribe if you haven't already, and click the bell notifications to be notified when I do actually post new videos. Until next time, I hope you all have a great week. This is Nick from Decrypto, when you follow Decrypto, passive can be massive. We'll see you next time.